channel. My name is Peter Skyra Favored, the Smart MC, the Slim Giant, or you can call me Vashimpundu if you like. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, the best thing for best news and latest news, be able to hit the red button, switch on the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you will be notified that Vashimpundu has posted a new video. B-Flow has given his side of story about the reconciliation that happened today at State House, and this is what B-Flow has posted on his page. He says, engage us respectively, my fellow disgruntled youths. I am greatly humbled and inspired by the support and counsel that I have received and continue to receive from my fellow youths during the recent and ongoing discussions on the important national matters. I am so grateful to the many senior citizens that have offered guidance and support towards the critical issues that we have been raising as youths. From time immemorial, youths have played a vital role in the development of Zambia, including the attainment of independence, contribution to the national GDP as key players in the formal and informal sector, and more. Our ongoing discussions on important national matters have created an atmosphere of openness and wider youth engagement in national development issues. If openly or if properly managed, this atmosphere can steer our country towards national prosperity. This goes to show the positive side of social media. In this regard, we must continue enjoying and exercising our freedom of expression. However, if not properly managed, this new atmosphere also has the potential to instigate chaos in our great nation. I have noted some of the contributions to our discussions, and I must state that a few have high propensity to cause unnecessary confusions. Obviously, there are some people with other agendas that may want to take advantage of our progressive debate, thereby sidetracking us from our critical national development concerns, such as ill treatment of Zambian workers by some foreign investors, youth unemployment, corruption, freedom of expression, gold mining, etc. Therefore, we must not lose focus on the important issues we have raised, and we should continue raising them using all platforms available to us. I strongly believe that our efforts in trying to get the government leadership to listen and act on our concerns are not in vain. Today, State House invited me for a meeting with the presidential press aide, Mr. Isaac Chipampe, and the political advisor, Mr. Chris Zumanzimba, in order for them to get a clear picture of the issues that youths like myself are raising. I clearly made my submissions without fear or favor, and they were well noted. After we concluded our meeting, the president's political advisor invited Lusaka Provincial Minister Honorable Bowman Lusambo, who was also at State House, for another meeting in order for me to express my concerns to him regarding his recent remarks, which were injurious to me. It was cordial and of mutual respect, a platform of which I was assured of government's respect for our freedom of expression. This is as it should be, and we remain resolute to continue to monitor this positive window of commitment to the development process. In conclusion, I am delighted to know that I have contributed to the enhancement of youth engagement and participation in raising concerns and positive views on development issues. I will continue to use my platforms to speak for the voiceless in a respectful and non-partisan way, and I hope that the government will also engage with us in a respectful manner. May the good Lord bless the disgruntled youths of Mother Zambia. Bran Wambia, aka B-Flow. Well, on his post that he just made, some people, of course, the Zambians, the fans, have gotten back at him, and this is what they have reacted on this post of his after giving his side of story. He says, seems now you are not angry because of being hungry after visiting State House. Some people are saying the only thing that can help us is the change of government in 2021, and this is the main purpose of this movement. The media needs to be liberated. SEC and judiciary should all conduct their duties without fear, no intimidation from those in political offices and political cadres. Our cry as youth is that we have been ignored for so long, wasted money at colleges and universities without finding jobs afterwards. Yet some connected people are well-paying job and educated languish in these streets. Brian Careful, the suffering is too much out there, and as disgruntled youths, we won't rest this time around. We are not asking for violence, but we are seeking for justice and equal distribution of the national wealth. Come 2021, we need change, and don't forget Bill 10 should fall at all costs. This one says, I feel this was not the best way to do it. The issue you raised did not only affect us, Biflo, but all Zambian youth. Dialogue is the way to go, but it was not supposed to be behind closed doors. This was supposed to be on TV and allow us listen to the dialogue and be part of it. No one hates the government. We are only worried about the way things are going. Now people will start suspecting you. We don't know. Maybe they have even silenced you through their means. Only God will liberate us. This one says, never be compromised, Biflo. The battle you are spearheading is gigantic, and it requires one to be resolute and determined. They feel you, and that impact is felt too. It's that zeal you started with and the momentum they are in, which will determine what was in the meeting you had today at State House. I'm very disappointed with you. Went secret and receive money to silence you, and you come here with a long paragraph. The only hope have is Chela now. So people are reacting, of course. The most thing or reason they are reacting, it's because Biflo went to State House in closed doors and not in public to come and issue his statement or table his issues to the government. But then they are thinking he's gotten a brown envelope. That's the reason he went to State House. Like most people get those envelopes. So that's how they are reacting. This one says, it's unfortunate that we don't know exactly what you discussed in that meeting. If only we could trust you, or maybe if there was a public address from our honorable in to show us that he now understands our disgruntledness. So people are upset after believing in Biflo so much, and now they hear this. They are very disappointed. They are very disappointed with what has transpired today, the reconciliation. Biflo, don't ever come to Kabwe. We stone you for siding with disgruntled elders. Don't start things you can't finish. You have just joined the apologies committee. This one says, in all your posts since you fell out with the minister, you talked and championed the idea of a revolution. Today you have uttered mountains of words without any mention of the revolution that you misled youths in believing you have the spine to champion. Mulei Kalafie. Okay. This one says, the only problem I have with your statement is that part where you said Honorable's remarks were injurious to me. That statement philosophically indicates that the remarks by Honorable only injured you, but your earlier statements indicate that you mentioned that by calling you disgruntled, it means he insulted the people you also represent, as you are Biflo. Therefore, reconciliation with Biflo may be about the bad language used by Honorable, but reconciliation with Zambians is about reducing levels of corruption, freedoms of expression, right to peace protests, etc., making sure strategic minerals extracted and sold by the state, and Zambians benefit the most. Addressing extreme poverty, improving social welfare, healthcare, infrastructure and education. And since the insults to the youth were public, the apology must be public too. So of course people are now taking back Biflo to the post that he used to make. He said in his videos that the Honorable using those words towards him, meaning he used those words towards every Zambian youth because Biflo represents the youths of Zambia. But today, in his statement, he says for the Honorable to use those injurious words to me. And so the questions from the youths are saying, how are you saying to you, and you are now no longer saying you are representing the Zambian youths? So this is what is trending today.